Hola, boys and girls. Welcome to today's live stream. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. A little glitch there with OBS being a little sluggish today. Timmy, speaking of sluggish, you're just laying around a lot. You want your snacky? Want your snacky? Come on. Snack time. There. It's on your paw. And you can have it when you're ready. So we are back. Round 2 of Planet Crafter 2.0 update. Mainly because there's one of the things that they added was some new procedural rec locations. Of course, is time consuming to go through because you got the randomization to go through them and see if you can see them all in one go. And some of them take a while to get through because you're going to this randomized spot and you got to go and just explore, and sometimes it can take a while to find everything. And yeah, so we still got at least that to do with the 2.0 update. They did do a few things on some of the air planets. We mostly focused on Prom because of the new location, but apparently they did add like a new cave. I think it was on Humble. A couple of other things. I did see it does list, if you go into 2.0 notes on Steam, it does show the full thing of, like, I got the new archway that unlocks on Selenia, rounded fits unlocks on Aqualis, rounded glass floor unlocks on Prime with pressure. Humble, they added a wreck. Okay, so they added a wreck and bio with more star farm robots. We did see those. Selenia new cave and new aluminum biome and added waterfall, so we may have to jump around there a bit today. And let's see, try to look for some of the other stuff. Still haven't seen anything as far as definite number of new golden crates, and we did find the one golden crate in the new biome on Prime, so maybe we'll encounter another golden crate while we go around a bit today. But main thing we are going to focus on is, of course, we're going to try a few procedural wrecks, see what unlocks we get, because there are a few things, I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but there are some new things we have not gotten yet that we can apparently unlock through the procedural wreck. So we're going to be checking those out. Let me go ahead and get that pulled up while Timmy crunches away. Hey, Felonius, how are you? And it's still a case, I know, I was version 2.005 last week on the stream, and they released from development branch to the stable branch. We're now 2.007, and it's still a case of, since 2.0 update, it randomly takes longer to launch for some reason, and I don't know why, because it's not something that I've, like, I mean, I'm doing mods, yes, but I was doing mods before 2.0, and my mods are up to date and functional, but now it's like, load the game, or click to open the game from the desktop shortcut, and it may take as much as 2 minutes for it to ever open the window where you can actually choose to start a game or load a game. In our cases, it takes a few seconds. I don't know what's going on with that. Hey, Jenny. But yeah, let's dive in now that I got it up and ready. Oh, game's ready. OBS is not ready. OBS is being a little sluggish today. So yeah, we are still here on Prime from last time, and oh, that was a major stutter for a second. Really stuttered. But yeah, we started that new base over there in the new biome last time. Stargazer outpost. We'll do some more with it today. But for the main thing, it's going to be focusing on, we're doing the procedural wrecks because I want to see what we can find. Those take a while. And we still got to figure out what trees I'm going to plant here and let it fill in, because I got a nice view there and a nice view over here too from up there. So we need to fill this area with a lot of trees. Maybe flowers and such. Make just a nice garden kind of hidden away. So I would like to kind of get some ideas on that. But yeah, we're gonna dive through some procedural wrecks. I noticed it just turned off this again. It seems that at least it's not, well, my mod may be broken. Yeah, my mod is broken. It didn't say I needed an update, but apparently this update has broken the mod for the teleporters. Let me see if there's actually a update for it. We'll have to do a quick relaunch. World travel. Yep, there's an update. Okay. Everything else is fine. It's just, well, actually, all the rest are. I'm having to get off the Github for akarnokd because of something with the policies on that. So, all right, we'll go back to the chat for a second. And I'm gonna get this closed and get that updated really quick. The reason why I save shortcuts for some of these on my Spring Deck. And always keep a backup of the old mods. So I don't, some of the mods you could just take and place the new version over the old one. It replaces the files. I usually just pull the thing completely out and put it into a backup folder. That way, if something goes wrong, I don't have to go and worry about trying to download the old copy. I just have the old copy. And I can always revert back very quickly and easily for testing. So let's see, because I do want to make sure I can still jump between planets. Hello, Rascal. Can't tell if that's, looks like 2 L's, so Rascal. Now I gotta wait 30 seconds or more for the game to pull up again. Oh, while I do that, while it's thinking on it. Again, the something with 2.0 has made it much slower to launch. There it goes, finally. There also is a new mod we may have to try out later. I mean, this is kind of neat, but it seems a little OP for my taste. Like, I like the teleporters the way they are, or you have to do that. But somebody made a teleport tablet, so you can teleport to any portal from anywhere on the map. So, apparently it does use pulsar quartz for doing that. You know, it's fuel, power source, but hey, you know, it is what it is. All right, now, come on, pick up, catch up. There we go. Okay, now, I mean, you know, once you get things set up the right way, you're pretty much guaranteed. Okay, and that did not work. So we can't teleport all willy-nilly today. The mod has broken. And I can't. Okay, that's not good. Means we are gonna have to launch a rocket from one planet to the next. I feel like why we have this long range, you know, portal thing if we can't use it to, you know, natively in the game to teleport. Oh, okay. What is not happening here for this? What? This is supposed to be updated. Yep, updated. Doesn't say anything about that. It was updated 3 days ago. So it's something's broken. Because it should just be right there on the side, and I can't do that. All right, well, we'll just have to go do some portals and trust that it's gonna get fixed. I am gonna go with this one right here because it's rarity of 4, difficulty of 2. Get better stuff without having to do as much wandering around. Rascal is similar to Subnautica, and I guess the overall kind of experience of the gameplay, you know, of the way you build things and deconstruct things, you gather resources, but you're more focused on, you don't have any enemies, you're not getting attacked, and you just worry about food, water, oxygen, and then the whole point is to terraform the planet. So that's really it. You're building to terraform, and That's it. You don't have enemies attacking you, so it's a safe, more relaxed game than Subnautica. So 1 Quasar, 2 Magnetar, 1 Blazar. Wish you could pin those. Well, you pin the recipe so you wouldn't have to try to remember. Alright, so it was 1 Quasar, 2 Magnetar, 1 Blazar, and wherever I put the other ones. There we go. Don't have very many of those here because I have been kind of using them for the other ones. Honey cooked beans. You know what? We're gonna take one of those this time. And I'll go ahead and eat that. There we go. And I can grab shove supplies over here still. Yep. I want to take 4. Take. Oh, no. No. Not that. Yep. Carry it with me. I did not mean to break it. Definitely didn't want to blow it up there. Now you can't pick it up. You just deconstruct it. I don't get why that's still a thing. Why would you not have an option to pick it up? You know, it seems a little odd. It's a droppable item. You have other stuff you can pick up. Why would we not pick that one up? Or maybe think it was gonna rip me off, take all my goodies. Okay, that's back to the way it was. So something with the mod did cause the color change as far as the portal, because it was different coloration last time. I didn't know for sure if that was with the update or not, but apparently it is from the mod, and that just kind of confirms the mod's not working. Or maybe that's the mod when you teleport specifically to another planet or moon rather than teleporting to one of these wrecks. I really don't care about those, but hey. Alright, that looks like it's gonna be one of our little doorways to go grab some goodies from. I like this. That we've already found one. This makes me think this may be one of those cases where we have a small wreck followed by a big wreck somewhere else that has more supplies. Because that's like right at the beginning, I've already got these two. I mean, that is unusually fast. Or I'm gonna find out the rest of this, like it was super easy to get that stuff, and then to find all the rest, I'm gonna be wandering for the next hour. That you know, about par for the course, what it'll do. Like, oh, it's super easy right at the start, and then yeah, now you can't find this other spot. I'll start finding key cards, and we'll know there's a spot for key cards to be put in. And that's gonna be the hang up in the end. Or just, you know, long-winded hallways. Yeah, look at that. This is actually not that... Oh, well, I was about to say not that complicated, but now it's starting to increase its complication. Yep, there's a key card. So I've got to have hopefully only the one. Yes. There we go. 1 key card. Use all the credit sticks right now, so I don't have to have them fill up space. I saw the cosmic quartz there. I haven't used a single flare, and I am like already starting to run out of space. Let's see, that's the way I came. This is, yeah, that's here. Another key card. And yeah, you can take out the tables, but we Double check. I'm pretty sure I got, yeah, big table. I've already got it, so I don't need those because that'll just be, you know, a chip I can't use. Oh, man. Yeah, here we go into the... Okay, now I gotta start throwing out flares. So... Let's see. Let's put left in, right going out. Okay. So... Use a couple of those up. Maybe get some stuff moved out of here. Eggplants. Cocoa. Beans. But not cocoa beans. Cocoa and then beans. That's what I said. Inventory full. I haven't used up enough. You know what? We'll just do... Yeah. I have not done the soup before. I haven't had it to eat. So now I've officially had some soup. For the first time, I think, ever in the game. And this is my thirst decreases much slower now. Okay, let's put that one up too. Make sure I am finding my way back out. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, it was not complicated, and then it became complicated. And I guarantee there's probably still crates all around the place. We've seen this style area before. And I want to say this is based mostly around the beachfront area. You know, maybe a little bit of like on Humble 2 in the Sea of Fog. But the southernmost beach on Prime, because this is a Prime location we're coming from. This is mostly like that little area before it starts to, then one point I know it bugged because you could see it and there was like literally no water covering anything. I think they may have finally fixed that. So yeah, you go in the water, it's all nice and lovely. This should be underwater, but it's not. Instead, the water has dried out, and apparently all the corals and everything are perfectly okay without water. Okay. So I've already hit 3 out of 4 edges of the invisible barrier. And there's another edge. Usually there's at least 2 crates out in the open area. You know, not counting the ones in the ship. Just 2 out here, and I've only seen 1. There's just 1 right there by the ship, and that's it. Oh, wreck. Or something. Cave, yep, we got a cave drop down. Aha! Another wreck. Okay. So while that first one is getting a little more complicated, we do have a second wreck too. And there we go. And yep, okay. Where does this come out from? All right, right there. Granted, it's easier to drop down the other way, but okay. So yeah, get through the big wreck, and then that spot too. Go. I gotta go. Oh, here we go. Can I get y'all? Yes, I can. And I got room for 1 more iron. Now, I gotta go back. Take those. Honestly, I should put like just some of the quartz here. So, you know, that's actually a good idea. Let me just put some of the quartz here. So I don't have to go back to get it and be like, hey, what was it I need again? I can just leave it here and then be, you know, good. And we're gonna drop all this. Where'd it go? I already took my power things. I think that goes over here anyway, so it's not a problem. Yeah, that came over here. Over here. That's fine. Back through. More goodies. I feel like that probably the other wreck is not going to be very in depth, so I want to finish this one since we already got started. And I threw that on the wrong side on that one. Yeah, left is supposed to be going in deeper, right is you're coming back out, so I threw it on one side wrong. This way. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, that was all this one. So we're going this way, then this way, then this way. Go up, as that loops around there. You know, without item stacking, just think how much trouble these can be. Because you literally get like full in no time at all. Then you gotta go back, get your other stuff. I mean, it's a... Oh, okay, and I got really turned around here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this one. Alright. Yeah, you come back like over and over. It'd be like, just makes it super tedious because you get so much stuff. And yet you have such little inventory space. And I'm getting a lot more stutter now in this area. Get these. We got another spot in their little vault. And go this way. I saw that. Alright, yep. No point in wasting an explosive. Just walk around the other side. You know, sometimes you need to double check before you use an explosive unnecessarily. But yeah, one more crate. All those goodies. And seeing a lot of random dust swirl type effects. Bunch of seeds, which kind of makes sense to have that here. But that's it. Okay. So yeah, that should be this whole wreck done. I'll go to the other wreck. Yeah, I messed up on that one. Threw the flare on the wrong side of the hallway, but it's okay. There. Looking for the antenna sticking up. Oh, and I see a crate there too. Alright. New separate wreck. Okay, so we got a power thing somewhere. fine. Good reason to bring the additional energy cells. Always bring some just in case. You never know. Definitely beats finding it and then realizing you don't have the power cells. You have to try to find your way back. I see. Got another key card. Always good to have these spares. I think this would be leading to the power spot right here. Okay, that's for one in the middle. That section is done. No reason to go down that hallway. Okay, that's looking more extent. So let's see what this is. Okay. Oh, this is a different room. Shower. That's one of the things. Yeah, a shower is one of the new things we get. And I think a toilet. I don't remember having the toilet before, so you can't construct the stall for the toilet. So if you're playing with friends, you can watch each other poop. I mean, technically we never take our suits off, so you kind of can't watch each other poop because you just poop in your suit, right? Alright, go up this way. Different color locker. And obviously it did not have anything in it because I was able to break it. A pool. Oh, you could give me the pool. Give me the pool. I want to unlock the pool. Cozy chair. Oh, I already have that, but smart fabric. That's nice. Saves me some trouble there. I want the pool. Seriously? We get all these other things, but we can't have a pool with pool noodles. I want to have a pool to go swimming wherever my base is. I feel ripped off now. They didn't give me the pool. That is disappointing. I mean, you know, I got such a fancy swimsuit here. I wanted to use it, but I can't. Alright, you know what, let me... Okay, yeah. I need to throw some flares. It's been a while since we did these, so I'm out of my thought process of always remember to throw some flares down to keep track of the pathway. Alright, and I'm just gonna throw it here. Because this is... Again, I keep it left on my way in, right on my way out. Oh, the key card door. And I know I got one. There. Now I need room, I'm sure. I'll run out of space. I don't even care about the tokens. I mean... Key card to get in the room where I get another key card. That's great. You know, the saying, I don't know how accurate it would be now, but you know, back in the early 2000s or something, I want to say there was a saying that Bill Gates, at the time was still over Microsoft, if he saw a $100 bill on the street and he stopped to pick it up, he was losing money because he technically made more money in that amount of time than $100. Granted, you know, the whole saying is flawed because that's still, he stops to pick up $100. It's not stopping him from working on something else. You know, it's not like he's already at work making that at more than $100. He just stops to pick up something. He still would have made more money, but it was a way of saying, yeah, he makes more than $100 an hour at that time. And now I feel the same way about my tokens because I don't even need to keep track of the tokens anymore. It kind of just happens. You know, it's constant. If I don't have it muted, it would be dinging all the time from tokens being generated. And now I gotta find my way back out. Not this way. Alright, so this is... Don't go this way. What? Okay. So there's a second one. Oh, wait, no, that's the... Okay, alright, yeah. Now I remember I came around the corner there. I can grab what I can from the teeth on the way out. Remember, I gotta hit all of them up again because they're still gonna have stuff. That, and I still haven't gone that way, so. You know what? I didn't even do anything there. So, where is it? This way? Yes. Okay. Make it back out through here. Yeah, with item stacking mod, I am doing this in 3 trips. It's gonna take 3 trips to do this. Without item stacking, I say 10 to 15, easy on that. I'm just gonna go ahead and dump all the quartz, so I have a collection for when I need the next portal after this. Something I should have been doing already and just never thought to do it. And you know what? Before they go getting tossed somewhere else, we're going to do code. So specific color locker, the toilet, and the shower. I kind of want to see. I mean, I like the fact it's a locker. You know, it's kind of a neat little thing. I like the fact it's got a color variation on it. I feel like it should be more like the smart couch and chair. You know, you can color code it. I would think would be the option there, instead of it being specifically that color. Give us the option to change the color if we want. And just dump everything in. My drones doing their jobs. Toilet and shower. We'll put that in at the newer base. That's 3 new collectibles. Or buildables we've unlocked. Very first one too, I like that. You know, it's always nice. Very first attempt. I'll wing it. I bet I can be fine without another power cell or key card. I think I found all the main stuff. I just need to dive in and grab the rest of it. I can't remember what all else was there, but yeah, we're not done. We'll do another wreck or 2, and then I'll see if I can find out a fits for the portal gen thing, so I can teleport to my other planets, you know, all freely and not having to go and do the launch sequence. That's the more annoying part, is the building a rocket every time you want to launch, and then having to launch it, go through the sequence, you make sure you got everything, and you got the landing sequence, and you gotta go through, okay, you landed, now you got this thing sitting over here till the next time. Like, the portal trick with the mod just makes sense. That should be part of the game. That should be vanilla. I'll do this because I haven't unlocked this area. I don't know why we didn't get other rooms like this too added. You know, doesn't have to have all the interior decor, but a room where we could have that built in would be nice. You know, just some of these ship rooms as additional options would have been a nice touch. It's already in the game. Why just not turn it into a new buildable for players? Oh yeah, that's the way. There you go. No, okay, that's done. This one, yeah, that's that. So there we go. It says it's done on this direction, but I'm gonna, yeah, okay, that loop around and back to here. I know I stopped at this one, and one more. Two down here for this one. And then nothing. Okay, that's done there, that's done there, that should be it. Means this whole section I should be able to say is complete. Got that. Just as a double check. Like, make sure. Yep. Okay, now that's finished. Pretty sure I got this on the way back in, yeah. Always double check. Make sure I'm not leaving good supplies behind. And that would be through here, and there we go. All right. Finished. A quick peek around here. Okay, there's that hole. Fall in. Loot crate. Seems to be hanging up sometimes when I close a container too. Come on, lay out. Okay, so I'm gonna say this one is done. Or then maybe a random loot crate hiding somewhere out here that I missed. But for the most part, all the good stuff, the vaults, everything I'm done with. And again, a good bit of stuff. Then I'm gonna do like the quartz. Because I got plenty of the quartz, like these, in normal storage, and that just gives me a way to not have to go fish shit out. Ooh, look at the sunset right there. Yeah, sunset, sunrise maybe. Nice streaky clouds. And there we go. You see how much stuff I am out of room for. Iridium. Okay, you know, actually, I bet I got room over here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so that's one wreck. 3 unlocks. I feel like I should be going to another wreck as well. Look at that. 4 microchips of destruction. Or deconstruction. It is destruction technically too, but yeah, 4 of those chips. I think I must have been getting them on the crate. Let me look and see if there's anything about that. Well, you know, it could always be another mod is interfering with the portal travel mod. Updated on the 15th. Which I'm not, I mean, nothing is complaining about the version. that I'm using. It usually says, oh, the mod is for this version of the game, you're using this. It's not complaining about that. But oral travel is not working. Very well could be another mod interfering with it. That's 3 days ago. Okay, yeah, I probably should do some updates on my other mods then, real quick. Okay, make sure this broke. All right, let's do that. I'll do a full. When it finally saves, I'll do a full download of all the mods, since even though it's not complaining, obviously something's not working right. So, and get those pulled back up. So, you know what, let me get them downloaded first, because I always forget which ones I need. I always have to pull them up to look for them. I'll launch rockets, because we like to have our rockets launch automatically. The auto sequence DNA I actually haven't been using, because, you know, it's been doing that weird stuttering effect. I may try it now that we've had these updates, but it was like, you know, stuttering every like 2.5 seconds. It would just freeze the game for a full second, and GitHub is not wanting to download. Of course it doesn't. The craft auto launch rockets, craft from nearby containers, inventory stacking, recyclers deposit into containers, and disable build constraints are the other ones that I mainly use. I'm trying to think which one would be the problem for that. Let's see, it has recyclers, inventory, craft, and we're, you know, there. Disable build constraints. Okay. So now, I can take all of these. Again, I always keep a backup copy of the most recent working version of mods in a separate folder. So now should be, there we go. Well, hopefully this will fit my portal. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and try the auto sequence DNA, because I want to see if it's working again. Every time I try it, it always ends up being it's not working. I still get that weird stutter where the game just locks up, and I always have to take it out again. It's not that I really need the auto sequence DNA mod now, but it's super useful at times when you're like, hey, I kind of want to get a, you know, 100 golden larvae to put in my 50 butterfly farms, so I can have a lot of golden butterflies, you know. It definitely helps with that rather than trying to sit, where is it, on Humble. If you go to Sea of Fog, build a platform, you get a really high return rate of golden larvae there, along with Selenia. Okay, now this is weird. This is, or different. So show up before I click anything. This was not coming up before. So by having the older, the 2.005 mods, I was getting no complaints at all. Nothing. No, you're using the wrong version of the mods. It's for this game version. Did not get that. But now we get this that says, hey, you've updated from this to this. So apparently one of the mods at least was blocking this from running. And then I'm also getting this, which says Steam modded. I don't know why it's saying 9 mods. Oh, I know. You know, it's got some that are legacy ones, like the better jetpack, just because the default jetpack is not very good. And I haven't updated that in over a year. It still works. Auto crafter tweaks to increase their range. I haven't updated that in a year, and it still works. So some mods continue to work without needing complete you know, update every time. I don't like the fact that that stayed on the screen when I was trying to select my game save. A little green pop up. That seems like it would have gone away. All right, let's see. Yeah. You can see it's still stuttering from the auto sequence DNA. 1, 2, 3, and it freezes again. So a count of 4, it freezes. Yep. So I don't know what's going on with auto sequence DNA still. That's been going for a while. Apparently it is just completely broken in my game for some reason. I don't know what mine would be different for. Why it would be different on my game in particular. Maybe it's another mod, but most of my mods are from the same creator, so this happened before the portal travel mod. I don't get it. Apparently the auto sequence DNA mod is still causing my game to just stutter all the time. And I'm just waiting for Plant Crafter to launch. Again, some reason with version 2, it takes longer for it to ever do that first initialization. And now, 8 mods. So, the portal travel, 5 other utility mods, and then of course the better jetpack and the auto crafter tweaks. There's other auto crafter tweak mods I've seen that have come out, but I use that original one and it still just works. It never gives me problems. The persistent stutter is gone. It's still kind of, you see little frame rate loss here and there, but I'm not consistently having the game just freeze for half a second every like 2 or 3 seconds. That's a good sign that that is still active, and it's not active from what? Okay, let's close the portal because now it's not. I don't want to scan them. I want to do this. I'm missing from the moons now. So I got it working for the planets. I can't go to the moons. You're not supposed to have these portal generators on the moons, but now I can't go to the moons. And I know I got portal generators there. Also, it automatically goes to that. Yeah, I don't know on that one. We're testing it. Something's still not quite right. Because it was doing that where I could, you know, when I clicked on it, it would not automatically scan. It would just come right up to this. So something with the... Oh, and that's a mod change there. So something with the mod, I guess, showing that you're going to another planet. Still a little glitchy with that. Destination Prime, yeah. Nope. Did not fix it here, okay. Well, I can at least get back here now. Let's see. I came here for a reason of grabbing some goodies. Doesn't got that. I think we'll try a portal from here too. But you don't want to have everything new added on Prime. We'll take, you know, like that. Because this is constantly producing, and I didn't even realize I still also have that there. So we'll turn the demand off for that. That doesn't need to be done anymore. And we did look around last time and see a lot of the new you know, there's new robots and such scattered around. That looks a little bit more purplish from here. Also, I don't remember there being like a wreck thing there, but you can see kind of what looks to be a wreck over there. So before we go through here, we'll go and look. Yeah, the purple biome actually looks purplish from here with the new rendering. You see that smoother change in color? Instead of it just being quick, you know, it was green, now it's purple. Oh, that might be not a wreck, might just be one of the plants. But that's an improved rendering distance for the plant. I can't say for sure I remember them being quite that big over here. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, you want golden larva and you're having the issue like I do with the auto sequence DNA mod, so you don't want to have it where it just sits there constantly trying to sequence for, you know, golden larva or whatever. Platform over here, especially above the little water area, get high enough and it'll reduce the chance of spawning elsewhere in the area, and takes a minute, but it immediately starts producing even some good ones like Serena. Always the best way to do it, besides just anywhere in general, putting a big platform elevated well above the ground level. It causes the spawning to be much more concentrated. You can get, see, I got 2 of those, got that. You know, tedious, you gotta sit here and do it rather than letting things automatically sequence, but it is still a very good way to get it. Ooh, and Lorpin, already got that too. Alright, another one of those. It's especially good if you are, I can't remember which mutagen it is, but one of the mutagens, if you're not able to make it yet and you're like, I need to get some of that mutagen so I can build this thing, great place, come here, get the Serena, because you'll get, as you see, most of them are Serena, and then put that in the recycler and get it's one of the mutagens, can't remember exactly which one, but you get the mutagen back, and it's a like E3 mutagen maybe, I think. Oh, there we go, got a golden one, golden butterfly real quick. See, it's just, they're coming in all over the place. A great way to get even the uncommon and the rare this way. But you see, I'm actually getting more on the other ones here. It's still, to me, one of the best places in the game to get larvae through this, because you do get some really good ones right there. Alright, eat food, or get water, then we'll get some food. From my not quite so busy location here. Let's see how my larva stored. I never did finish that, so... Oh. Yeah! Look at all these that I could take back somewhere else. Okay, is it not there? Fusion cell, take some explosives. I don't have any flares, so I'll have that. And we don't close that portal, we just come here. Rarity 5, difficulty 2. That is a good one. All right, so 1 quasar, 1 blazar, 3 magnet, and pulse. It's not gonna find where those are hidden here. I don't remember. All right, so 1, 2, 3 is 1 quasar, 1 blazar, 3 magnetar, and 3 of those. This will be a good one. This is probably where I'm going to end up needing like several power cells, if I had to guess. So I'll get 2. I don't think I've ever countered one that was like I need 4 of these. I think the worst I've ever seen was 3, but they could have changed that with the oh, of course it used my pulsar quartz that I had on hand. Yeah, used up all my pulsar quartz that I had with me. You know, I can't even think if I've actually been to any real procedural wrecks on toxicity. I feel like I did one, and that might be it. And wow, this is possibly the most simplest, straightforward one yet. Literally, there is that, and then here's a bunch of walls. You're in a crater canyon area. And literally, here's the wreck. I'll look for crates. But they definitely shrunk this area down. Unless there's an underground hidden spot over here. Be one trickery way to do it. You're like, oh yeah, look, it's obviously there's the big wreck, and then nope, here's a hidden little cave entrance, and you go in there and it's like a bigger wreck hiding underneath. I don't see that. Okay, and we go, and this is the only wreck. Then yeah, we've got a very large wreck considering the size of the last 2 independent ones. All right, so I'm gonna start this now. Because we already got a lot of branching happening. Oh, wow, okay. So that is a don't need to even go that way anymore because I've already cleared the whole section. That too. So basically that is already cleared. It is this to here. All right. That and then there. Got a little statue. Okay. Okay, no crate over there. Really, it's always got a crate in that corner. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the, like, taking the time to look at how many tokens I get. Because, again, it doesn't matter to me at this point. I am, you know, I've just got so many tokens already. You know, oh, we're above 6 million. Not because of the crates here. That's because of my farms. I'm getting closer to that 10 million count that I want to get just to say I did it. Okay, so that. Okay, that's my way in. Yeah, okay, so here is this. So this is clear. Don't need to go that way anymore. Then we got a spot there. And, oh. That's different. I can't deconstruct it, so I don't get whatever that is. I feel like that should be the case. Also, we got display statues. I don't remember this room. This looks like a new room design. And yet nothing for me to scan. Or, deconstruct for a library. I'm pretty sure I've already got the library. Yeah, libraries here. Countertops, I know I got. Arcade games! Arcade machine. Blueprint microchip. Yes, okay, arcade. That should be deconstructible too, or is. Lovely chandelier. Actually, the flooring, I need that. I need the flooring. Why do we have an arcade party place in the ship? And oh, karaoke! Even though it's a little glowy there, it's a karaoke spot. Oh man, they making sure the crew gets entertainment. If you call karaoke entertainment, hearing somebody else screech like a cat dying, or like the sound of a dying giraffe, and it's freezing up again. I am definitely getting a little turned around. Okay, so I don't have any. Last one I found a ton of flares. Now I get none. Yeah, okay. So now I'm got this. Going back only because I kind of need some agua. And I think I saw like the little water spot somewhere. No. All right, so I don't have full inventory, but I do need to go ahead and get some water. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna put. Well, I'm not gonna worry about the pulsar cores. I'm gonna go take because I got plenty here. Well, I'll put some back once I get ready. Actually, that is the wrong one. We gotta go. We definitely gonna make an arcade. I'm kind of surprised we get the machines, but we don't get like the fancy floor options. I am a little disappointed on that. Like, arcade machine is one thing. I want the fancy glowy floor. Just gonna point it out. I want the fancy glowing floor. And we're oh, that. Okay. Food. And water. Okay, here we go. Try to remember which way I went to get there. Not that one, not that. Okay, so it's this. I'll just throw. Well, I don't have any more flares because I didn't find any flare. Yeah, came in here and it was up this way. Which got karaoke. Okay. So there and just then down this way. A little roundabout way to go about designing it, but that's one of the things we see occasionally is there's a weird design choice on some of these. And I like it when it's just one vault right there. Easy. Into the path. Close up. Before I do that, make sure it's not on this side as well. Nope. Okay. Ooh. That. No. And I don't need the shelves or anything. I've already got the shelves, but good. Oh, and the indoor bike. I've already got those, so I don't need them. They'll just give me, you know, iron or blueprint chips that will literally do nothing. I would like the light though. Still like those. You know. Okay, that. That means. Wait. Oh. There's. What was it? There's one over here. Corner. There we go. And the one chip, the ID card, access card. All right, you got 500,000. You know, if you are needing tokens, you know, good way to get tokens coming through the procedural Rex. Always go for better rarity and lower difficulty. It's still a case of, you know, automate the farms and you have less to deal with. Not gonna get to 10 million tokens very easily having to do it by doing the procedural Rex. Oh yeah, look at it. Look at the lighting. I want the lighting for my base. It's rave. Oh, why can't we get the lighting for our base? Why can we not get that? I want to have a nightclub in my base and emergency lighting everywhere else. Ryu Games, you stack resources by using an item stacking mod. The mods are linked below in the description. You just have to go and get the inventory stacking mod from akarnokd's GitHub repository and then install it. I got a video on how to install mods if you don't know how to do it. That should be, this is the last one. And of course we get an access card after we used our access card. And that is the end of this very lovely, large generated portal spot. I think it is on Nexus mods maybe, but again, something with Nexus mods has got akarnokd's mods disabled right now, or akarnokd had to disable the mods. I don't remember that was fixed yet. I just usually get them from the GitHub page, which is why I have it linked for that as well. Actually, I should probably put those there and that for the next time I do a trip out that way. I did not get anything new off of this one. Oh, no, we got the arcade. Yeah, arcade, but no rave stuff. So the arcade games I got from Humble, but you know, the good stuff we didn't get. I want the fancy lights. I guess now it's gonna be time to go to actually I should put the access card there too. And yeah, oh, it's now okay, I see it's the autosave thing causing that lag. Alright. We'll clear this and head back so I can all this off. That's why I just drop like a... That usually gets used a lot, so we'll drop a tenner there. And what we're doing, I'm not gonna go there. Close the portal. And then... Kinda hoping it might fix itself after that, but it did not. Go back to Prime, drop off a bunch of pulsar quartz because I was kind of running a little low over here. All my main production is over there on the Humble. I guess I'll just go dump it myself because I seem to have not very much room there at the moment. There you go. Cosmic quartz. Not so worried about it. Look at all this. Ah. So many goodies. And now, arcade machine. Like, yeah, we need... Well, I don't know where I want to put it here yet. This is all for functional use, not for being just the nice place to visit. Yeah, we'll have to take this somewhere else. Well, let's see. We got the shower, the toilet. No, I mean, I guess we throw a wall in somewhere to give yourself a little privacy. You are co-oping, but arcade machine. I feel like that would be really fun. And it's interesting, it's got 3 arrows on it. Like, can we actually play it? The button. Hit the button, right? I would like to actually have a mini game in it. That would just be kind of a neat... Yeah, it's not really adding overall to the main part of the game, but I like it when devs throw that kind of little nugget in there, like an Easter egg. Like, you build this, and hey, there's a little mini game just for fun. Was it? There's one in Satisfactory. You go in the habitat little living area, and there's like a little mini game there. And there's been others I know that you can go in and it's just like a little mini game. You just do a quick little, hey, I'm gonna play this game. You know, it's a little, it's not like contributing to the main game. It's just a nice little quirk. You know. Yeah, I'm still not sure on the... I mean, the mod's working at least to the planets. It's not working to the moons, which is the disappointment on its own, but it's still at least enough I get to the planets. Let's go back, because it was working with 2.005. It's just 2.007 is not working. So I can't get my moons going. But we'll at least go to these. Technically, you know, the moons, you're not supposed to be able to use the portal generators on because they don't have portal locations they can generate. So I guess that's part of the break on it, is that maybe it's no longer functional on those. Maybe we'll get a fix for that overall. We're gonna scan again. I want a 5 and 2. Look at that, 5 and 2. So 3 Magnetar, 2 Blazar, and now I gotta remember where everything is on this planet. Dang, wait, oh no, not the northern outpost. No, I you know what, that's the one I need to make sure to put it at the very top on those. But now I got, what was it, 3 Blazar, 2 Quasar. Nope. Wherever that thing is. 5 and 2, 3 Magnetar, 2 Blazar. Yeah, 3 Magnetar, 2 Blazar. Be more prepared at this location than Humble. If I actually have them separated here. Now, I like when I have a fully fleshed out setup. The icons now are helpful, you know. It's a nice visual addition to it as well. And you come in, you can see all the stuff. It's like real quick, you know, it's just right there. Oh yeah, that's the spot for it. Those are full. Everything is full on those. You know what? Map. Let's look and see. Also, there's what was it? We said earlier there's one there. I think Selenia has a new aluminium spot. But I don't remember seeing that for the planets. Well, it's about the same. Maybe, you know, a little fancier coloration on the map as far as the landscape texturing. I'll take A, water, and A, food. And, yeah, we're going to keep the... Yeah, I think that's a pretty decent... That's a decent enough order. We're going to shipping outpost because it's where I ship my stuff. And... we'll like to get rid of the scanning thing where it acts like it's scanning every time. It's not. Take 3. I'll take 2 because if I need that, I still got water there. Base food. I'll take that stack. I need more than this, then it's not a difficulty 2 location. So it's the same thing as that first one in the styling, but we got toxicity style areas on the outer edge, and I'm already hitting the outer edge as far as where I can go, the invisible wall. So I think it's not mattering as much which planet you are actually generating the portal connection from. But rather you're going to get one randomized. And I'm thinking this is going to have an underground area. I'm not seeing anything standing out. Landing on stuff. I don't mean to. Oh. Welcome back, Jenny. Alright, a crate. I found a crate. That's got a suit. Row. Row, Shaggy. Huh. Nope. That might be the edge of a little crater drop, but it's not. Seriously, where is this stupid wreck? That's obviously the edge. There we are. There's a wreck. That's a not very big ship. Surely this is not the wreck. It's not a big ship. There is no massive underground area. There is no climbing down. This is not visually matched. What am I climbing down into? I'm literally like, here's where the climb down is. I seriously can see it. This is not the correct generated wreck part. This is not going to work this way. It is, I guess they combined with Satisfactory. We're in like the pocket dimension. Because that is not the, that is not possible. Oh, cozy chair. I'm gonna get the cozy chair because it's smart fabric. That way I don't have to go craft any like I was doing last time. It's just it's funny. I'm inside a super big ship. It's like, I love what you've done with the place. You know, it's really space efficient. They really maximize the use of the floor space in this place because, man, it's like just incredible how much space they actually have here. Let's see, was that it? No? Okay. So that is not this room. So that's a different room. We'll go this way for now. And I guess I need to start throwing down a few flares to light my way back. Definitely getting some twisting and turning here. Newer shape to the area. I kind of like these displays. Okay, yeah, I am really getting twists and turns now. Nope, I am all over the place confused. Did I put that in the wrong spot? No, this is different too, because I don't remember there being 2 in here. I don't know, I'm just getting confused. Yeah, wrong side. It should be on this side. Okay, so I'm just gonna go randomly around. I'm just gonna go by one stretch to another stretch. And oh wait, this is different. I don't remember seeing one that was, I mean, we've got these textures before, but to see 2 of those little side rooms together, I don't remember seeing that in any other spot previously. Still kind of like the idea of getting that table too. Yeah, that's different. I don't remember having that in previous versions. Alright, so I got that. This was the way I started to go, and then got super confused. Yes, okay, so... that's different. Aquarium tube. Okay, so we got a new one for that. That is just 3 of those, and then I just come up here. Oh, wait. Can't forget the poster. I haven't been looking for posters, so I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any, but maybe I did. And let's just double check. Big flower pot, yeah. I was pretty sure I had it, you know. I was just making sure it wasn't a different type pot. But yeah, the bonsai pots. Got that. Big flower pot. Okay, so now back down. That opens up later. Stutter. That's... ooh. Okay. So... Oh. Okay. Drop. That. There we go. Frees up some room. Oh, and is it saving? Is it saving? Yes. And we're blowing up something else. And the reason why I brought cards with me. 1,000 tokens, yeah, that's not bad. Oh, tell me I get everything here. Oh no, on my way back. I gotta find my way back to here. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just a lot of twisting and turning. So, throw that there so I can help remember. Nope, this is a new path. I haven't gone that way, so we'll just leave that out. Alright. Eat things to the right side on your way out. I'm trying to think what movie. There's a movie. Pretty sure it's a movie. It may be a TV show. I try to remember there's one where it's like, you know, they're saying, come on inside. And it's like their home? Or maybe it was a ship. I can't remember. And it's like, come on inside. You know, it looks like they're going into this really tiny place. And it suddenly is like this really big place. And they're like, I love what you did with the space. And I'll say, I know it's kind of, there's a gimmick like that in Willy Wonka stuff. Like, there's a gimmick, you know, there. I don't think it was the Willy Wonka one. I think there was another movie or TV show I'm trying to think of, and I can't, that did that same kind of like gimmick. Like, oh yeah, going in this really small doorway, and then suddenly it's like this big, you know, just massive mansion type of place. And I cannot think of it. Oh yeah, that probably should go back with me. You know what? I might just toss this stuff in like this. And you know what? I do not need to toss in the stove. Granted, it's gonna be the same thing all across the board, but now we have an aquarium tube, and yep, there. So it is cosmetic. It's not a functional thing because it's under furniture. It does produce 50 oxygen, but come on, let's face it. Your bonsai pot produces more. Tree pot produces a good bit more. That's just cosmetic. But yeah, there you go. You know, aquarium tube. If you want the, you know, have an aquarium in your base, and I am definitely going to have that once I get done with these. I have to go find the spot in the notes that mentioned that stuff, because I know there is. It listed out, I think, most of the items that you can unlock now with the new update. What was there? This way? Oh, no, this is basically like the first one. I see that, I see the antenna now over there. Yeah, so this is basically, other than the landscape being a little different, it's basically like the very first wreck. Even though I'm on a whole different planet. Yep. So, you know, come back from the other one first. I can find the other one again. Maybe this is... Nope. Different. Great. Okay. We'll end up finding like yet another wreck somewhere out here. Looking for the itty bitty ship that's got a really big interior. I know it was a good little distance away. I thought I came the right direction. Oh, there it is. We're gonna go in through the basement entrance again. Yeah, basement entrance right there. Okay, I need to find the power spot, because that would help This, yes, this way I think is where I was last. Because we came this way, and this was where I got the vault, but ran out of room. Okay, that's done. Now, take this out. I'm just gonna toss it right in the middle. Say, done. I wish it was still easier. Aquatic life wall. So that other, I think that other spot, one of those that we saw, you can't deconstruct it, but you can still find the blueprint chip. After this, we'll go back to Prime and just do another search from there. It doesn't seem to make it a difference between Prime, Toxicity, or Humble now. At one point, you had to be on the planet for it to give the relevant spots. They must have changed that. And look at that, lovely. Nothing. This is all done. And that is done. Now this gets a finished. Done. Don't come this way. That's finished. That was a 5,000 token and then a 1,000 token. So that's a nice little haul right there. I mean, you know. Yeah, this one. Another 5,000. So, you know, auto save lag. It feels like that's the aquarium wall type thing, but I don't see bubbles. Yep, got that. That one, that way. These. Another 5,000. So I'm already up to 1,000. I'm gonna say I've got at least 20,000 tokens already on this trip. This is actually a really good one as far as like the tokens. Just pay attention. That's at least 20,000 in tokens from this one spot. And double check. Oop, yep. I get a cozy chair. That smart fabric. Sometimes can be a pain because I don't keep enough of it in stock. And then of course that safe vault. You know, not be confused with the other vaults that you actually can just, you know, you empty out, but you don't deconstruct. The safe vault is another cosmetic one you can unlock. And that would be it. Okay, I got almost a full inventory, but I may not need that much space. There we go. And because of some of the stacking, so let's go here. Plus, this has got. Well, the other one had water. It's the same thing, just no water in here. That's the variation. Here it is, but we're not gonna have water this time. Okay, yeah, maybe I do need to go back and drop supplies off. Let's see. There should be another crate over here. Oh, and there. Now I'm out of space again. Okay. Just I know where to go now. I just look for the little antenna. Alright, so this time I'll actually pay attention to the fact that I am heading almost due east. So when I come out, this guy aimed for due west. It's funny because it looks like it just flipped me. Yeah, it did flip me. I was due east before I went into the portal, in the portal, I was due west, and then I come out of the portal, I'm due east again. I never pay attention to the direction of the compass when I'm in the portal. It just never seemed like I needed to pay attention to that. Aquatic life wall. Where's... okay. Base building then. Alright, that's base building thing. So it's like a window, but you get, you know, water life stuff out there. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Give me that. I may have to clear some things to take back with me after this. Obviously, oh, oh, you know, we'll take that. Take that. Got posters. I got... look at that. Too many of those. Way too many. Need to be able to deconstruct them. You know, I'll take that out because I can go back to that storage. You know, let's do this. Let's sort. I got another golden effigy back there I got to get on this trip. So, you know what? We'll just eat, and that should be good. And then this. You know what? That's fine. Actually, I didn't notice I had those. I'll take one of each of those. Yeah, it'll be good. Okay, do west. Oh, and a crate. So that's why you want to get the high rarity, low difficulty, because it's easier to get through stuff and you still get tons of goodies. And before I go in, because I'll forget if I don't do it now, get that crate over here. Got an effigy. You know, now if you really want to do a lot of the portal generator wrecks, because you want to get a lot of effigies and such, I guess that'd be one way to do it. I just don't see a reason to do a lot of portal generator wrecks if you know, for tokens. It's just not a good way to get a... I mean, it's a good way to get a quick bump in tokens, but you're spending so much time trying to find this stuff. There was the shower and toilet again, because it's pretty much the same. That's the aquarium wall. Okay. Yeah, and yeah. That's, you know what? Let's just see. Can I? No. So you got to get the chip from a container for the wall, because we're not deconstructing any of the structure. All right. Yep. Here we go. I'm going to throw down this. Got to mark my path. That just loops around. Okay. Maybe somebody can create a mod that lets you, they're having to go and click that button. You know, like in some games, you can just have a hotkey, hit this, and it's take all. I don't have to worry about going and clicking on that every time. I just instead hit the button. Okay. Ah. And you know what? This is a lot like that other one where I see it being, I go around the corner and then we continue even further in, looping, all over the place. And this is a 2 difficulty. Oh, okay, so it's not that one, so it's this way. Yeah. This is, yeah, way in. Put it right here. Yeah. I don't care about the iron, but those are good for the smart fabric, so you don't have to go and worry about creating that. You want to do the colorful couches and such. I do like that we get plenty of the cozy chairs to, you know, deconstruct for smart fabric. Come on. And yeah, I know I have enough room. Go. Okay, for some reason that one did not drop on the ground. Usually it drops it because it says it can't stack it at the moment because oh, I'm out of room. Because I went this way. Okay, yeah. So that should be this whole section is technically now clear. And I dropped something back there. Oh, all right. Out of. Oh man, yeah. Okay, there's that. And that's literally nothing there. Okay. So let me check, make sure I'm not like just saying no. It's the long path there. Okay, so this one. I didn't go that way yet. Okay. Or this way. Did I? Another pool. Did not mean to put that there. Ah. Alright, more of the new stuff there. Oh no, I did come this way. Yeah, I just didn't go upstairs yet. Get everything I can. I'm here. It means less stuff I'm stacking next time. Right after you walk in, like look at that, 3 of the big vaults right there. So that was 2 trips on the first wreck. This is gonna make 2 trips for this wreck. This was rarity 5 though. So makes sense to have that much. I mean, I'm getting some good stuff. But yeah, I think after this, I'm just going to go back to Prime, carry all this stuff that I want to with me to Prime. We'll do another wreck from there. Because getting plenty of goodies. There we go. Really need to probably set up this and Humble better for the procedural wrecks, but haven't done it yet. Okay. Actually, I saw there's water in there. Because I already had that to drink. Yeah, I'm gonna toss all this in. I'm gonna take a lot of the fuses back with me, I think, after this, because I don't really need that many fuses here, especially the smart fabric. I need, look at all that smart fabric there. I'll take these and that. Accidentally put that stuff in there. Let's see. Blueprint. This is normal stuff that you get through the normal initial playthrough. And the effigy. Yeah, okay. So let's finish this wreck. I'll get my stuff and we'll head back for Prime. I guess we just won't be doing all the jumping around on Selenia and all that today. I did not mean to keep that. Alright. west to, where was it? I think I was almost over this way. Or maybe it was over that way. Look for the antenna. Now, it seems fine. There it is. Oop, and another crate. Wow, okay, so obviously it's not all from the loot crates, but I did cross the 6 million mark on my tokens earlier. We're already up from just over 6 million, like right past it, the 6,350,000. Granted, a lot of that is from my trading, but still, that's, you know, 20,000 or so tokens from each wreck definitely contributes. Just, you know, not that drastic amount, but yeah, there you go. I'm making some good money today. Oh wait, there's this one. Yeah, okay, there's that. I did that. It was up here that I put that with fabric. You know, and if you missed it earlier, those are the new collectible lockers. Just deconstruct them. We don't get the pool noodles, unfortunately, or the pool. At least not that I've seen yet. I do have that. I just haven't got the pool yet. I want the pool. I want to build a big pool. That just seems like come on. Why would you not want to build a big, like, glass bottom pool in your base, hanging above a really nice decorative area of the planet? Lots of nice plants, trees all over, you know. Got you some your animals scattered all around. Why would you not want to do that? I think I did already clear this one. Yeah, I think I cleared this whole section already. I didn't have room to break it all down. I was gonna leave marker flare to say don't come this way. That means, yeah, here we go. Like, I know there's another spot I haven't been to yet. And it's a door. I was about to say, tell me I didn't accidentally leave those. And nothing on that side. So that should now be the entire wreck finish. Go back through here, and we're right back to this spot, back out the door. Yes. All done. 4 trips for everything, even with the stacking mod. Get the stacking mod. Don't drive yourself crazy doing 20 trips on this. You know you want to get everything. You know, it's easier than trying to go and say, oh, you know, I don't need the iron because I got like too much. Now, you want everything. Just grab everything. Have a stacking mod. You don't even have to go overboard with it. Just be like, you know what, a stack of 10 default, that's fine. That's enough for me. You know, instead of doing where you can adjust it to like 100 or per stack. Don't go crazy with it, but you know, you know, give yourself a little bit of a inventory expansion. It makes it for a much more pleasant experience. Now you drop all this off and we'll head back prime so I can actually put stuff up. I'm gonna take the posters too. There we go. All right, so let's see. All the smart fabric, because I'm gonna use it back at the main outpost. 1 blasto suit. I'll take the 1. I don't know about that because I mean I'm pretty sure I got these. Dude, I'm pretty sure I got Primo somewhere else. I really probably should just get rid of ice. You know what? The Jeanette traits, because we got that better storage, I want to take those. Just get them out of the way here. And of course for toxicity, I don't need to take the toxic goo stuff back. Did not get that one or that one out. But you say I got plenty of raw, so don't need the raw ones. Alright, back to prime. Lose. Wait. And prime. There we go. And yeah, not that. Okay. That's a wreck on prime. I think just we did one on prime. Then we did humble, and then we did toxicity just then. Doesn't seem to make a difference on any of that anyway, so there we go. I'm gonna have to organize some of this. I have got too much stuff. I mean, rocket engines galore. And this should be demanding that exclusively now. Let me double check. Nope, nope, I still have demand on this too. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna turn that off. Because that I can just do. Like these, the colors, there's so much I get from the extracting from using that. It's worth it. Just keep them here like this. Keep them separate because I just get so much. You need them for the animal rockets. So okay, you know what? Let's sort this again. All right, effigy. I'll eat that. I got effigies. The blueprint, not worry about that. Posters, though. Take posters. And then suit. Spark fabric, that could stay. I just need a... I probably should make a separate container for it. Let's see. Okay, so the stacking does work with the new locker. I'm not going to keep it there. We're actually going to go to the unnamed outpost because I have plans for this being a big display area. So this is where all that stuff is kind of going to go for right now. Let's see what I have. I actually have some unique suits now. Allige, Goots, and then we got all those. Litex, Goldio. Let's see, which one do I have on right now? Compto. Let's just Blasto. All right, so Compto, Primo, Goldio, Sipho, Tipto, Curio, Fablo for being Fabius. Starforma, we know that kind of gonna look like. Colonia, Sunzio, Goots, and Allige. All right. How was it? What's that? Nope. Thought it was 2, but no. Okay. So we got that. We're gonna left mouse button to equip. Well, it's not equipping. All right. So we got that. That. That's not too bad. It's golden, you know, Goldio, right? Yeah. That one's not too bad. Not a fan of that one. That feels way too like typical sci-fi. Oh, it's Sipho, yeah, that's why. And that's just slightly less Sipho. Color doesn't bother me as much, but it feels weird with the kind of like camouflage. That makes me think of like, you know, urban camouflage. We're like, oh yeah, we're bright colors, but we're in camo style. Yeah, most of these I'm not a big fan of so far. There's that one. You know, we know that. It looks like a Starform crate. Oh, a glitch in the Matrix. I kind of like that. It's not a Matrix one. It's just like glitched. Like it glitched. Or is it a glitter type thing? It looks almost like it was a glitch thing. Ooh, I kind of like that. Granted, I'm not going to see it typically. So, Space Colonia. All right, yes. Much more vibrant colors than what you would actually expect in a normal, you know, spacesuit thing. Oh, yeah. Do you see the biohazard thing? I was thinking it's like it looks like a biohazard suit, and you can see you got the radiation symbol on the chest, and then on the little pouch there, the biohazard symbol. But still a very vibrant color on what looks to be like a bike or mask attachment. Allige. The stripes, even though it's not, I want to say, not exact, it makes me think of a prison outfit. You know, prison stripes. That's what it makes me think of. So, no. Compto, that is what I just dropped unintentionally, I think. Nope. All right. Compto is what I was wearing. And then we've got Colonia, which is one I kind of like too now. Which one do you like better? Now let me get, if I can, or, you know, there. A little bit more light on it. Which one? Colonia? That one right there. Colonia. Or Compto? Compto's just seems a little bit more what you would expect. Oh, it's almost, I mean, it's Compto, like comfy, but also kind of looks like a racing outfit kind of thing to me. Again, I'm not going to see it most of the time, but I kind of feel like I want to change it up for the Colonia. This is more better if you are playing with friends. I mean, I do see a little bit on my arm there. But yeah, it's much more if you're playing with friends, so you can differentiate each other. And then we'll go to Stargate, the new outpost. Because, well, you know, actually, I probably should go back here and get my stuff I need. I don't exactly have a lot of supplies over there. I kind of want to test this. Not let me out. And then, yeah. You know, before I build it and it causes that purple wall effect when you take it out, I'm gonna put it there. So it does give you a window effect if you don't want just a plain window. You know, window with railing, or window where you don't have that, you can walk all the way up to the edge, but you get this. Of course, there's also no fish in there. It's an aquatic life wall, but there's no fish in it. Unless I can access it from the inside and do that. Maybe there's an interior, you know, clicky thingy. There is not. You can't, it's not a container. So it's aquatic life, but only plant life. I would have liked to have seen it be, you know, more. You know, let's put some fish in there. All right, this same thing. It's an aquarium, but not for fish. Okay. Yeah. Take all that. Shower. Toilet. I'm not sure why it'd be a bioplastic nugget for that. You know, what the toilet needs a bioplastic nugget for. Guess the plastic rim. The idea there. But yeah, alright. I don't know, I guess I do want to use the aquarium effect. But I don't know if I want to do it as an external wall at this point. Maybe as a fun, like, interior wall would be kind of a good way to do it. You know, where you put it in there if you could. I just don't get why you can't put, like, an interior wall on the open one. Like, this is open, but let me throw a wall right here. You know, I don't get why we can't do that in these. Just like, you know, oh, actually, thinking about it, I know what we need to check. Because this didn't work last time. And I want to check and see if it works now. So the titanium. And the cobalt. I actually have some in here from last time. Nope, plenty of iron. I'm gonna move this up. I don't need to go to the mines that much. Put it up there. Actually, it'd be fun to see. I didn't see that. I feel like it's gotta be per location. So let's go zeolite mine. Let's see. Nope, it does it on all of them. Stargazer is no longer down here, so it's prioritizing over the other one. So if I move this down here, then it's going to show below aluminium mine when I go to one of the other bases. So you can't put it above the one you're at because you obviously can't teleport to the one you're at. You know, that's at least something we have in this game we don't get in Aethys. You can accidentally click the wrong thing, click the same place you're at, and it'll act like you're going down an elevator to stay at the same floor. Here we don't have that problem. So if I want to put this above the production tower, I have to be somewhere other than Stargazer or production tower. But it does carry it through as a universal thing, not just one location. Okay, now what is it I need to... Oh, yeah. I need to go this way and this way. And I had to put... you know what? Actually, not this one. We're going to go... Because I had to swap those out because it wouldn't let me build it. This one. No. Still cannot place glass flooring in this one. Even it's got the dome. It's got the glass roof and the walls, but you can't put the glass in here. You get stuck with those, and we don't have a curved glass wall. We have that. So they need to add that to the model so we can actually use this and have a fancier looking section. You know, it might be possible to build one of these on top of that, but whereas that I was able to put a ceiling in, I bet that's going to end up showing the floor in place of it. It's not going to work right. Or it won't let me even put those in once that's assembled together. Is there anything new we want to put out here? Like a toilet. Outdoor toilet. Sounds like a plan. Outdoor shower. Oh, the aquarium tube could be fun, I guess. If you really wanted that. I feel like that would be a bad idea outside. Personally, like putting it where the fish can be stuck in the bright sun all day without a lot of water to kind of diffuse the light. You know, some fish can get sunburned if they're out in too shallow of water. It can sunburn. A weird fact I heard somewhere is like, yeah, fish can get sunburned, and it could cause, I think it even on certain ones can damage their eyesight and cause them to lose sight. Smart fabric though, I got plenty of smart fabric now, so do we want to go ahead and do one more portal run? Just see if there's anything else I can get? Or do we want to just start focusing on building out the other base, the actual tower? I want to see if there was anything listed in the notes for another spot real quick before I say for sure we don't need to do that. I know they had a list of some of the stuff we could get. All right, here we go. New items. We already did the jetpack for the rover. Locker, shower, toilet. So I got those. Arcade machine. There's a vending machine, a lava lamp, aquarium tube, water life wall. Those, you know, I got the aquarium tube, water life, but I haven't got vending machine or lava lamp. And since obviously can't do a portal wreck on the moons, that means we gotta get at least one more portal wreck in, because I haven't unlocked everything. I need the vending machine, because we gotta see if I can vend myself unlimited food, like another game does. And I gotta see if I can do okay, lava lamp. We gotta get a lava lamp, because, you know, I might want that, you know, retro style look. I might want to have a lava lamp in my base, you know. We get a lava lamp, but we don't get the rave lighting. I'm definitely disappointed with that. Okay, we got 5 and 3. I don't like that. I'm willing to risk it and find for another one. I want 5 on the rarity though. That's a much better chance, but I would like a 5 and 2 again. 5 and 2. There we go. So 2 Quasar, Magnetar, and 2 Blazar. And then I think it was 3. That makes it so much easier. Just keep extra quartz right there. I can't believe I never thought of doing that. Just keeping some of the quartz right there next to it, so I don't have to go fish for it. Oh, yes. Okay, you different looking area. Oh, lava looks better. I don't think I actually looked at the lava yet. And that reminds me, I do have something I need to do with the lava, which is one Steam achievement. That's not counting it. I'm supposed to take damage from lava and unlock a Steam achievement, and it's apparently not liking that lava. Maybe that lava does not count. I mean, I went swimming in it even. Okay, just find the wreck, get going. Lava definitely looks better. You can see it's not just it's falling out. We actually got texturing on the rocks too. May have to go back to Humble and look at that area of the volcano. Because I feel like if they got this looking better, they must have made that look better. Oh, okay. Piece of something. Some sort of, there we go. I should get more of an entrance than just the, here it is. You know, walk in and there's the climb down. Okay. All right, this is, I think the lava area is affecting the contrast a little bit, so it feels like this is a little bit harsher on the lighting right now. Like more a blinding effect because of the, call it bloom effect of the environment for the lava. Okay. That one. Oh yeah, way more of a bloom effect. It's like, it gives, it's a metallic sheen kind of look on everything. Okay, that's the middle. That should just be the path straight back, I think. Going to the left. Path. Very short. Okay. This area here is finished. Alright, now I go this way for the loop around, of course. Alright. That is in. How about that right here? If I looked, I would have. Wrong thing. Yeah. Okay, great. Did not actually look at it and click it. Come on. There. That one. See, I did that, right? There was nothing else there. There was a... Wait, no, there is a... I think I messed up. I think it was on this side. There was... Yeah, a... Right at the end. Okay, I almost missed that one. I was like, I knew there was something I had left. And then let me double check this. I know not on the last part. Nope, that was this. So this area is correctly marked as cleared now. That's done. So we got this path and that path. And that looks like it's probably going to be the more involved path. This is a lava biome. I expect to find a lava lamp here, okay? It's a lava biome. Lava lamp feels like this is the obvious place to say, yeah, we're going to put it there because it's a little comedic value for it. You know, you had to come to the lava area to find the lava lamp. Little haha thing. This. Okay, now go this way. Let's see, lockers. This is at least a different layout style at the moment. The over the top brightness, the reflectiveness is really bothering me on this. It is making it just... I know it's an atmospheric thing to try and make the lava look more interesting, but yeah, this is really kind of hurting my eyes. Harsh light. Like that. It's almost the fluorescent overhead lighting type tint. How it looks. Feels small for being such a high rarity wreck area. There may be another wreck hiding out somewhere. Yeah, that is just so bright. Really need to get it where this is, you know, it's the inside is separate from the effects of the outside area, you know. So inside, we don't have that bloom effect that we're getting right now. It's back this way, wasn't it? Where was it? No? Is it this way? Yes. Okay. Oh. Okay, now I am getting all twisted and turned around. Because I know I came up here and went through this. Which means this has got to be the way out. Okay. I don't know. Here we go. Okay. I think that was it. Yeah. So that can't be all of it. Or even a, yeah, see that bloom effect, kind of that overall glow. Yeah, that shouldn't take effect inside. That should be a separate area once you go into the wreck. And that should treat the environment area effect as separate. Ooh, I see the food. Where'd the food go? Let's look at, use some water. Obviously, I'm not gonna find liquid water hanging around here. So hopefully I'll find some water in a second. Not maybe another wreck. Well, I know it's at least where to go. Oh, it's gotta be somewhere like tucked away, hidden area kind of thing. It's just, if this area screams like there would be one under here. All right, Jenny, we will see you next time. Should be back to Blossom next week. I think, unless I just have horrible luck. We should find the other stuff whenever I find this other wreck. There's gotta be another wreck here. No way that one little tiny wreck right there is it. I mean, a rarity of 5. Every single one so far has had way larger wreck areas than that. Alright. It's gotta be somewhere in the middle then. I'll just go toss everything in, let it sort it out with the drones. Yeah, I've got to do it. I've got to clear some space for some stuff. You know what? There we go. Smart fabric. Opposite side. The demand. Wherever that thing is. There it is. Smart fabric. Boom! Look at that. And you know what? Even though I got them elsewhere just to make it easier, do I have the suits that I can demand? There's some stuff you just cannot request. It'd be really nice if you could search. It is a PC game originally. Give us a way to search for something. I don't see the suits. There should be like a big cluster of suits. I would like to have the ability to, you know, filter by suits. That, I mean, at least got some stuff out. Was those that got dumped in last? Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, yeah. There's gotta be another wreck. Cannot be. That was it. That is a. I mean, to do it pretty much in one go. It was one go. I can't remember at this point. The wrecks are blending together. That seems like, yeah, there should be another wreck somewhere. Look at that lovely one butterfly. Where are you going? Where? There's another one over there. I was like, are you leading me somewhere, little guy? Because that would be kind of interesting, have it like, hey, you know, follow the butterfly for once. No. But you're right under some lava, right? They get a little bit of a hot rock area under there. Come on. Truly, I did not get just that one puny wreck. I didn't even get any unlocks with that. Scoot around all the hot lava areas. Somewhere there's gotta be something. I think that's where I came through earlier. Yep, I think this is it. Yes, because there's that, so I came through here earlier. There's no way. No way that's the only spot. That's... Oh, come on. You know, it's a 2 difficulty. I get that. I've already done 2 difficulty, and I got way more stuff. There gotta be another spot here. I can't even find that spot now. I went through that earlier, yeah. There's this, and I found the first one by going all around the edge. First wreck. Maybe there's another one tucked away along the edge that I just haven't found my way to yet. Maybe I climb out over here. Alright, I don't see a wreck. Okay, that's the first one, yeah, because there's the little bit of framing the girder looking piece that was sticking up that I found. So that's the wreck. Surely that's it. Did I just completely miss a whole section of the wreck somehow? Maybe there is another one. I'm just completely missing it because of the way it's buried. Like that, I only know it's there because that girder is sticking up. And this, let's face it, this is not a super big location. Sure, it's got this little, you know, offshoot area. Yeah. But everywhere else has so far been much bigger Even on just the one single wreck, and this is like not even the size of one of the other ones where it was a single wreck, or you know, one single wreck and another one that had two in each of the other ones. Yeah, like this. Like, it just feels like there's nothing to this wreck. Yeah, okay, so that's the entrance. That's coming in. Here's power, yeah. Here's this part that loops around from the entrance. This is the part I went through that's got that three-way split. Got all those, then we go up this way. And I go around here, and this is where I was getting confused earlier. Down, now we're into this area. And then that's that. Go this way, which leads me into this area right above here. There's that. I mean, that's it. That's the entire wreck. So this can't be it. I mean, rarity of 5 and difficulty of 2. This is not even a 2. This is like a 1. So there's got to be another little piece of wreck somewhere. Yep, you can just barely see it peeking out. I'm hoping I'll end up with a good vantage point, being able to see another one peeking out. This really seems like that little underground type area over there would be the logical spot for another wreck to be hiding. Yeah, I know my water's getting low. Hey, that's it. That's not even a full 2 trips. It was 1 and a partial for that wreck. That is not a difficulty of 2. It's not a full... I mean, I may have got good stuff in terms of some rarity, but it's not a lot of stuff. I'm missing something somewhere. I cannot accept that this is it. That's the entirety of the wrecks for this location. There's got to be another one hiding somewhere. It just doesn't fit to the difficulty. Oh, alright, we got another crate. Of course, I'm not getting water in the crates anymore. Not that I'd need it, but, you know, right now it could have been helpful. Okay. Checking every vantage point I can. I know, yeah, there's that spot there, the little, you know, little hot rock. And then it just goes this way. I don't see any kind of, you know, wreckage, scaffolding or anything like that sticking out anywhere that indicates, hey, there's something more here. This is weird. Just a weird thing for that to be that small of a wreck with that little amount of supplies for it being a 5 and 2. Restranet, hey, thanks for joining. Okay, yeah, this is... I guess that's it. Seems like an odd result for what it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be a really nice one, and, or, you know, 5 rarity, 2 difficulty. That's, I got a 1 difficulty and like a 2 on the rarity. It gave me the wrong thing. Let me just double check that I didn't click the wrong thing. 5 rarity, 2 difficulty. I clicked the right thing and it gave me definitely the wrong thing. And I'm about to dehydrate to death. There's no way that is a 5 and 2. I can't accept that as being a 5 and a 2. That is not even close. I'm doing one more run real quick because I cannot accept that. That just seems way off. One little wreck that literally took me no time at all to get through. And I didn't even fill up my inventory twice over. You know, I did that on all the other ones. There's one on Prime, Humble, and Toxicity. Each one had 2 wrecks. And all of them were difficulty of 2. I think, well, maybe one might have been 3. But I went for 5 rarity if I could, and you know, I've got better stuff than this by far from the other ones. This just seems like I am really missing something somewhere. Somewhere there is like a opening to an underground chamber that I am not seeing, or a hidden spot in one of these outer walls that I'm not finding. Okay, I recognize that spot. I feel like I've already looked from up here before. Can't be it. Alright, okay, so there's a little bit of a wreck piece there. I think that's the actual entrance area that I've been coming from. That means, yeah, right there is that girder railing type piece. And it's like I saw that sticking out. That's obvious. And then, yeah, there's that. So you're following the little bits of wreckage scrap. Find it. Do you think there should be another one like that? Or one that's just blatantly out in the open? Like, here's this big, enormous opening that's just super easy to see. This is absolutely the most pathetic rarity of 5 location I think I've ever had. This does not feel like it got the generation correctly. Alright, I'm gonna head back. And if I can't see anything else, I guess this, time to leave. All to wash. Didn't get very good stuff from it. And I seem to have missed something. That's just not, this was not a good location. I think I've been up that way already, but you know what? Just because I can't say for sure, I want to see if I can find my way up here. There we go. In case it's like, hey, we're going to put it way up top. Oh, come on. Let me get up out of there. Let me go outside. Let me go to the, like, beyond the edge. Hoping I want to turn. I just happen to see right there one little spot. Hey, look, there's some metal. No, my luck would be that it actually did generate another wreck, but it messed up and tracked it as water instead of lava, and the wreck is actually in the lava. That would be my luck. I did find another crate that I missed, so that does boost my hopes a little bit. I feel like, yep, once again, I have been all through here. Yeah, of course, it won't let me see a map, you know. Not like I don't have a satellite in orbit. Show me, you know, the map. It only works in that one little spot. Alright, I'm calling it. That's done. That was not a good wreck. That was not correct. Did not generate the way it should have. So I'm still missing the vending machine and the lava lamp, which I was so hopeful. I mean, based on how I've got everything else so readily, you know, I got at least something at every wreck. I was so hopeful I would see that there. You'd think the lava lamp would have shown up at the rave location too when I did that one, but it did not. So disappointing. But you know what? Let's see. That in, and so now, watch it a second, because last time it did look like it wasn't doing anything, just sitting there, and then at one point it finally like changed color. Yeah, so it's cycling through them, but at the same time it's not actually doing anything, because if I just let it sit here, it doesn't. Oh, finally it did. Okay, but if I do this and I close out and I come back, oh yeah, I do that and close out, come back, it's already done. So you technically can watch it do its work, but if you just close out, it takes care of it on its own. And you know what? I probably should, let's just say, supply in that trait. That way I can just go be like, boom, boom, And then boom. Haha. Done. Alright. So at this point, I would say pretty much I've covered the new 2.0 update as best I can. Obviously, there is a problem with the teleport mod, the portal generator mod, where I can't go to the moons now. Assuming that's going to get fixed soon enough. But we did get new items: aquarium tube, arcade machine, toilet, locker, shower, faucet, or a shower. Yeah, those are the new ones. So I got those 5 just from finding them, deconstructing them. I did find 2 wrecks with the shower. So I feel like, yeah, I should have found the lava lamp one already, especially in that last one. And then we got the aquatic life wall, which does not really show aquatic life. Like, the aquarium just kind of has water plants and that's it. Kind of feel like we should at least get fish showing in them. If we've got fish in the world, put some fish in there. Give us the option to put some fish in. There's like a bonsai plant pot. Why would you, have the plant pot where you can't put a tree in it? Where you can assign the tree to it to let it grow. It's like, that's the point of the pot, the function. So why can't we put, fish into the aquatic life wall thing? Well, that's, of course, I know I looked last time. I think I got all the purchasable ones. Yeah. You can't buy it. There's ones from the Portal Rex I just can't find. And trying to decide how I want to do this with that new location. Oh, and the arch, but that's not Portal Rex. That's one we got unlocked just because of being already having, I want to say that was Selenia. Yeah, that was added to Selenia Humble. Nothing major on that. Toxicity, we still got a bunch of stuff there, but most of it was to do with the new toxic element. And then Aqualis, which of course I can't get to right now through my portal. The rounded fence, that was it. Yeah, the rounded fence was added to Aqualis. And then I don't think there was anything added on this still. Oops. Where everything is again. Fuses. Yeah, fuses. Let's see how I'm doing on fuses. I have a lot of energy fuses, a lot of growth fuses now. Haha. Oxygen and production. Multiplier fuse. That's good. You know what? Let's actually take. Oh, wait, never mind. I can't, because my cookie farm that I was going to do this for is on Aqualis, and I don't want to have to waste a rocket to fly there. I'll just wait for the mod to have that corrected where we can go back to it. I got too many rocket engines. I guess, oh, we could go launch some rockets. That's something I haven't done in a while. Like, I really need to, do that. Got all those goodies. Oh, yeah, I got stuff over here I still need to fill in. And 6.6 million, so I am up somewhere around 700,000 tokens today. So at least my stuff is still working to produce money. Between Humble and, let's see, Humble is Pulsar Quartz. Selenia is the big one where I've got fabric going, and I was like, what, 30 floors of fabric, of silk farms and fabric production for like 32 or so. Actually, no, 64. I think I did upgrade it to 64 total trade rockets there. And then, actually, we'll just do it just for a moment. Not sound effects. Right, what was it? Gameplay, was it? Terra tokens. There we go. Fly. I turned it off because it was so non-stop. That is just getting like really, really annoying. Yep, see? Oh, that's 750. Well, that was 7 dings right there, and I had 3 before that, so that was 10 dings back to back. Also, the prices are different. 750 and one. What the? 30. Okay, Pulsar Quartz is worth 30 tokens now. That was 25. Fabric was 8. I'm pretty sure Fabric was 8. Now it's 10. So they changed the value of tokens. Wow, high quality food is 20 tokens. Okay. That changes things a bit. And the cookie is 10 tokens. Increases running speed for a small period. I don't remember that being on there. Fusion cells, 100 tokens. I'm not mass producing those, but oh, bacteria sample. I don't remember bacteria sample being one of the options too. They did add some stuff. High quality food though, that does add some interesting options to it now to say, you know, high quality food. I produce plenty of it, obviously. So, you know, it's like, why not start mass shipping out high quality food for as much as it is worth now? Like that gives some, that makes me rethink some of my money farms a little bit. That is a very interesting change. 'Cause high quality food is honey and beans, right? Still, there should be the thing for that. I think it's over here. Yeah, honey and beans. Yeah, you know, if you want the bees for producing or for recycling to get larvae, you know, uncommon larvae and such, then do the tier 2 beehive. Otherwise, just do a whole bunch of tier 1 beehives, or do tier 2 and have the bees automatically sent to the shredder, you know, if you want. Bunch of the beehives, then especially now with the larger new, if I can get up here, the new upgraded farm design, which I don't have here, but you see I just have these bees here like this. I'm not even producing just beans, I'm producing all this other stuff too, and I still produced way more high quality food than is necessary. But tier 2 outdoor farm, you put that in, you get way more veggies. I kind of, now I'm mad that I don't have the mod where I could just teleport straight to one of the other world, like to the moons, because I would literally go to Aqualis and be like, it's time to do another farm, a high quality food farm. Because that was actually, I mean, let's see, the cookie farm, you know, you got the wheat, you got the cocoa. I did that 2 sides, you know, wheat, cocoa. I could replace every single one of those with just doing the beans, and then just a ton of the tier 1 beehives. Produce high quality food. It would be simpler. Instead of doing, here's wheat to produce flour, here's cocoa to produce chocolate, and then both of those are going into with another autocrafter to produce the cookies. It'd just be one autocrafter to produce the high quality food for 20 tokens. I feel like I want to redo that farm once I can get back over there through the teleport. Man, yeah, that makes me rethink my token farm ideas. So I want to say that was 8 per, because you get 25, and it was 200, and then you had this, so it was 25. per. I don't remember the high quality food being in there before. I feel like some of these got added and the cookie just got pushed to the end. Man, that's... Yeah. That's... I mean, that'd be just a ton of... I mean, easier money right there. There's 25. You know what? Let's launch the rocket. It's gonna go. And that's 250 right there. That's why my alerts are higher priced now. And that may have happened before the update. I just feel like, well, you know, because I haven't turned that on in a while to see the alert, the pop-ups when I did get paid. I can't say for sure, but that's still, yeah, feels like it's a new thing. Yeah, unfortunately, it should have the moons there. I can't go to the moon. Something's broken with that and the mod right now. Maybe the mod will get an update in a couple days and it'll work again, but yeah, I don't think it's enough for us to go back to doing this and just to work on doing like a space food farm. I could literally just set that up right now. Just say, here, all this high quality food that I already have. I could just throw some, you know, trade rockets right here, one set of trade rockets, and let them start going. And just what I would do for that is go here and change the priority to high. Let this constantly be the one that still fills completely. And you see, I've already, you know, I took 2.5 stacks out and it's already filled up again. Just be, here's trade rockets launching, and that was actually what was over here, and I kind of removed, you know, I'll just put them back here because yeah, we'll just do that. I'll just do an 8 stack though. And I'll say, I can't remember if I did it with a gap or not. But let's just do that. Actually, you know what? I know I did it this way because I didn't have a gap. I just put the optimizer in the middle. And then I put a gap on the other side to separate out that group. Because you get, tier 2 optimizer is 8 items, so you just do that. You go and throw some optimizers in there. Of course, I want to get my trade time down, so you can see how many cartridges, fuses I have. No, let's just take all of them. That way I know I can do 3. If I remember where that is, there. Okay. And actually, I don't even have to do the high priority on the air spy. I can just do low priority on these. This point is to say these need to be a lower priority than the normal food storage, so you can keep your, you know, still have food for yourself and not be trading all of it. We're going to enable auto launch. We're going to demand the high quality food, and we're going to set lowest priority, very low priority. Yeah. And it's already full. Oh, we should have another one launching in a second. I bet, yep, there it goes. And, you know, it's not like I need honey for anything else at the moment, so this, the beans, I'm still maintaining my stockpile. That's the thing with this if you know, I mean, ideally, it's kind of an overflow thing, you know, with this. I'm just saying the overflow goes here and the primary stock goes here. As long as that's full, you know, anything extra can be shipped off. And I've already got 3 shipped off. That's probably what was in the auto crafter. I gotta remember that one. There it is. Yep, so that's what emptied out of the auto crafter. Let's see, honey and well, okay, so it's starting to pull some beans. Obviously, you know, it's gonna top off as I get stuff going. And then we got that. So worst case, I have to throw in a few more beehives, you know, maybe take the opportunity to upgrade everything to tier 2 outdoor farms. But yeah, there goes another set of trade rockets to make me more money. And what was it? Those. So that's another interesting option there, is mass producing fusion energy cells. Because it's 3 pulsar quartz. That's, I mean, well, let's go one of these. Okay, yeah, let's see. 3 pulsar quartz. That's 100 tokens. That's 30. So you've already got 90 tokens just from the pulsar quartz. You're effectively getting 10 from the osmium and obsidian there. Osmium rod is 10 tokens, so you know that's a decent, you know, trade-off for value if you want to do that, instead of having to focus on producing as much osmium. Produce all the pulsar quartz you want to use, you know, instead of pulsar quartz, just come here and say, okay, I want fusion energy cells, making this stuff. I'm trying to think how much obsidian actually have been produced on Humble. I know I got plenty here on Prime, but not Humble. And Humble's where I'm producing all the pulsar quartz because there's so much room for producing super alloy. Yeah, that's some interesting new trade options there if you wanted to make some changes, do a different set of farms. But I'm still, you know, I'll expand so I can make more money, because I still want to get to that 10 million mark, and at 6,698,118. I still want to get 6,700,868. 6,702,618. See, it's constantly going up. Of course, it doesn't update live while you're looking at your inventory, unfortunately. Up there it goes again, yeah. That's why I have the alerts turned off, so it won't annoy me and you anymore. But, okay, I've added some more money making stuff. And we still have an upcoming moon update. A new moons is going to be added to it. Hopefully the portal generator thing will work by then. Whenever it does, we'll of course have to do the normal fly to the moon. I'll take all my supplies I need for that trip with the rocket, but we've still got that coming. And then we have another DLC towards the end of the year, which means another planet. So we'll have yet another one. I would think they'll probably end up, you know, just to match it up, we'll end up getting another moon at some point after that. But hopefully we'll get like a Planet Crafter 2 coming at some point soon, you know, in the next couple of years, as opposed to this is 2.0. We'll actually have a follow-up to the game, but you know what? Don't matter. We're still getting new content, and I'm satisfied with the content we're getting and what we're the changes we're getting. I'm just not satisfied I didn't get the lava lamp, or, you know, buildable rave lighting. I want the rave lighting, you know, can't help it. But that will now wrap it up for today. Timmy, you've been very calm, very quiet. You want to look up to the, you know, people, talk? Yes, no? Cause I'm just gonna roll over, fill my legs, stretch them out. Ooh, yeah. It's a very warm belly he's got there. So yeah, I am still missing 2 scans from the procedural Rex. Unfortunately, that is the vending machine. I'd like to get that just to see if it does do kind of like, you know, Subnautica. If they does do like Subnautica where you get food out of it and it doesn't, you know, it's just unlimited like little bags of chips, whatever kind of thing. That's definitely to me gonna be like a nod at Subnautica. But if it's like the arcade machine and it's literally just here's this and it's just a cosmetic, then yeah, okay, it's a cosmetic, you know, we're throwing in some different stuff. The lava lamp, obviously that should be like a desktop type thing. But I got everything else that shows on there for the new items through the portal Rex, other than the vending machine and lava lamp. And it's possible I overlooked them, not knowing to scan them, you know, break them down, but I think I didn't see them. I'm pretty sure I just never got them. Selenia, they did add waterfalls and a new aluminium biome along with a new cave, but portal generate or the portal teleport mod is not working with the moons right now. For some reason, something with that. So if that gets fixed, maybe we can pop in and do a little bit with that next time. But I think next time it'll be a case of we'll just go back to playing the other game, Blossom Seed of Life. And I'm looking for pricing on stuff, see if there's anything about that. Oh, blueprint chips can be deconstructed, which means I can put them in the recycler and get money back on, or not money, but get a circuit board from the extra blueprint chips that I'm not going to recycle because I know what will happen. They'll have a new update and I'll need one of them. And I think that's it. Yeah. I think that's all the main stuff there. Plant visualization of Humble is more red than before. I'm assuming that's, of course, when you first start. Increased trading price of all sellable items. There you go. Okay. So everything is more valuable. I feel like maybe I just saw that and glossed over it. Wasn't even thinking about it. But that does mean I make more money. I'll get to that 10 million tokens much faster now. And Timmy says, I'm over here. Come in. Oh, come on. Ah. Fat. Chunky. No, let's here. We'll get that out of the way. You step right here. Go. Hi. You're like, I don't like this. I see that camera. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. There. All right, back on the shoulder. You go. It says, I want back down. I don't like this. You want? Here. Stay right there. Nope. All right. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm not. About took my earbuds out too. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna wrap it up today. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. But that's that should be, I would say, a fair enough wrap of Planet Crafter 2.0. It's, you know, some new stuff, but not enough to be like warrant a brand new game. Especially when I have that goal of 10 million tokens. And then yeah, we still have let me find where they posted before that came out. But you know, the upcoming stuff for this year See, where was it? There was, yeah, 2.0. More after that. They're going to do a free moon update, so that should be next. A new DLC. And then something else, small surprise in between. So 2.0 is out. Next, we'll get the free moon update. We'll have that to play on. You know, new map, work on more terraformation. I'm assuming they're going to add something that expands the solar system terraformation stuff further. So we actually get some new unlocks that will probably happen like that for me. And then the DLC. All that's supposed to be this year, 2026. So, again, based on that, I'm assuming by, at this point, June-ish, we should see the moon update coming out. Something with the new moon around June, maybe into July. That would give time for whatever this small surprise in between will be. And then, you know, could be very tail end, October, November, December range. We'll get the new DLC, which will mean a new planet, some new mechanic to test out. So I definitely will still have more to do with this map or with this game save, but right now we have done enough with it. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Go enjoy the rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Have a good week. And we'll pick this up again next week, back with the other game we were doing, Blossom, the Seed of Life. Quirky little robot with short robot legs, trying to build out and semi-terraform a planet. All about the terraformation of planets these days. But thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.